Okay, I think the craziest jealous moment I did, and I am not proud of this.
Oh, God.
All right, I'll just tell it. I might cut this part out because I sound so psychotic. Hey everyone, welcome to the vlog. We're about to play a relationship game. Steven!
My dad would do that.
We're losing our minds, you guys. We have not seen friends or family in 4 or 5 months, and we're actually losing our shit. So we're gonna play Who is More Likely.
Okay.
Question number 1. Who is more likely to forget an anniversary?
Oh, Laura, and she has many times.
But it's due to brain damage.
Many times she's forgotten anniversaries. Many.
I genuinely have a bad memory.
Have never remembered our anniversary.
Oh, that's not true.
Not once. It's true. You've never remembered I always remember. You never
Our
remember.
wedding anniversary?
Yep, in 8,
Who's the
9
one
years.
who forgot it when we had the essential meeting with the lawyer?
I forgot it that one time, but that shows you that I wasn't trying to get a green card.
We went into the immigration office. It was very serious. We had our lawyer with us, and he specifically told me to not talk.
He said, you don't talk so much.
Yeah, he said, you joke around too much, Laura. This is very serious. If they think that your marriage is not real, Steven gets deported and you get arrested. So this is very, very serious. I said, okay, I'll zip it up. They said the immigration people are just gonna ask you questions to make sure your relationship is authentic. We said, no problem, because it is. So she starts asking questions.
I already had a green card, by the way, from my from Hans Zimmer, so I didn't need this other green
Steven
card.
was already working an O1 visa.
I had an O1 visa, which would have lasted. I didn't need to get married.
No one thinks you're using me for a green card.
Okay, well that would be crazy.
You would have left me years ago if that was
I would have left you the first year you forgot the anniversary.
Exactly. She asks us all the questions. So she says, Laura, what are his parents' name? I said, Mavis and John. She said, oh, isn't that lovely? She said, when did you meet? And we said, oh, we met at a party with my sister's friend, blah-de-dee blue. She said, oh, isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
I said, no, when did you get married, Steven? I said, oh, I said, no. Steven, when did you get married? And Steven took a deep breath.
My mind played a trick on me.
Sometime in May.
I said sometime
in May.
The
And then
official
she said,
government lady.
when in May? When in May? Just silence. The lawyer's tapping his feet.
Yeah.
He's getting deported. Steven's thinking hard. Can't remember.
I said I can't remember.
She said, really think about it. When did you get married specifically? Can't remember.
Can't remember.
Can't remember.
I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember. My mind went blank.
So then, after the can't remember comment, she gets up. She says, excuse me.
Yeah, she literally said,
She goes and she gets this big file.
And it's a certain colour.
Yeah.
It's a purple file.
And what did it say?
And the guy, oh maybe it was red, but she goes, she gets another file, a red one, and we found out afterwards that that's the file for bad news.
So she goes back and she gets the file, and now she's real serious. So what do? I step in and I start telling stories. I said, okay, he might not remember the day we got married, but let me tell you about our first kiss, okay? This boy was shaking in his boots.
Which wasn't true.
He was so nervous. He was shaking. He says, can I kiss you? And I could see him
Said it manfully. I said, can I kiss you?
Yeah, and then Steven started getting all embarrassed in there, and we started bantering, and then she starts laughing when I start telling all these stories.
Yeah.
And by the end, she totally could see that we were a real couple with real chemistry.
Yeah.
And that was it.
The funny thing is, when we left, the lawyer was actually sweating. Did you notice that? He was actually sweating and he had a handkerchief.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, that was bad. She went to get the red folder, and that's when the deported people get the red folder.
Yes, but who saved the day? Who saved the day?
You did, and even the lawyer had to admit that you saved it.
Who is most likely to cook a romantic dinner? Oh, really? Because you just don't feel like cooking anymore. I don't feel like it. I just don't. I never feel like it. Really. I don't always feel like it either.
I don't. But ever since we had Alfie, I got so fat. Oh my god, I was so huge.
Fat fucker.
I put on 40 pounds probably. And I got so depressed when I realised how much weight I put on, I didn't want to eat any food
No,
anymore.
I can't give you shit about it because that's a legit reason.
Well, that is the reason.
But I would like a romantic dinner like once a month from you. I know you know how to make that Indian curry. Who is most likely to buy the other person a gift they hate?
Ooh. That's a tricky one. Well, I'm not going to say myself. Oh, you could. Yeah, I could say myself. No. Although I'm pretty good with presents. Come on.
I'll say you too.
What have I bought you that you hated? Oh my god.
No, those shoes made me look like a straight up clown.
Oh, that was funny. So, explain to them, how many times have I tried to buy you shoes? How many times?
You guys, my feet are so stupidly big. By the way, you can get these tie-dye socks at boys.com. They're so cute. Anyway, I digress. My feet are boats, you guys. They're astronomical in size.
It's
Look at
tricky
this. And
because
so Steven tries to buy me shoes, and every time he does, like the right side, because my right foot is...
But it takes a long time because we're vegan, so most shoes you can't have. My trainers, you can't. It's very hard to find vegan trainers.
Right, like
I
we don't wear
found
leather.
2 that were very nice. The first, what happened to the first ones? Last year you took them back.
They didn't fit me.
Oh, they didn't fit you. This year, we bought a pair that did fit you.
I looked like a clown. I looked like a clown. I walked in the room with these giant, they were like the sneakers that like were really the sneakers that...
They're like dad sneakers.
No, they had the foam. They were like sneakers with...
triple sole they call them.
Yes, they were triple sole sneakers and they were giant, size 11 triple sole sneakers, and I walked in, I came clamping on in the room, and my mom and Steven just died laughing.
You were walking in a funny way though, weren't you?
I was just walking.
Oh, but then... Wow.
So clearly who is more likely to get jealous over something silly? Oh, really?
I was going to say because of the ex-boyfriends in the book, but I didn't read the chapters.
Wow, interesting.
What were you meaning?
Well, I think, you know what? I think more me the first couple years of our relationship.
Oh, okay.
And then more you now.
Yeah, I don't like to read the bits in the book about the exes, so I thought that was weird.
As you guys probably already know, I wrote a book called Idiot, and I talk about my ex-boyfriends in the book.
And
Steven actually skipped all of those chapters.
You know, when
he was jealous.
When I got the book and when I got the audiobook, I'm not just saying that, I wouldn't read those chapters, and then in the audiobook, I was driving Alfie around to get him to sleep, and we would listen to your book, and I would skip those audio chapters. Didn't want to hear it. Who wants to hear? Imagine your girlfriend or boyfriend writes a book about their ex-girlfriends or boyfriends.
Well, I say early on, I used to be kind of insanely jealous.
Oh, you were. Oh my god. Oh my god. You were.
Okay, I think the craziest jealous moment I did, and I am not proud of this.
Oh god. There were a few.
It wasn't even in the book. But, alright, I'll just tell it. I might cut this part out because I sound so psychotic.
You are psychotic. You
so
were,
early on when we were dating, we weren't even married yet. Steven had a trip to London to go score a film.
Oh.
And there was this producer girl that was working, and I always felt that she was flirtatious towards him. I always got, you know, women, you know us, we have a sixth sense.
This is bad.
We know, you know she was flirting with you.
Oh, I want the ground.
Tell me she wasn't. Tell me she wasn't.
I mean, I don't.
Tell me she wasn't. Look, you can't even look at me.
She may have. I mean, she might have been a little bit, but there was nowhere near what you did.
So I was in my very jealous, like, newly dating phase. Still did not fully trust him, all of that. And so he goes to London. He's working with this producer. I am staying at your apartment.
Yes.
I think we had just moved together, maybe?
Yes.
So I go, and I'm not proud of this, and by the way, I was never a snooper. I was never a snooper. And one of my friends, one of my friends, we went for coffee, and she was like, yeah, so I was looking through my boyfriend's phone. I was like, you were what? She said,
okay.
I can't say who. She said, I was looking through my boyfriend's phone. I said, what, you do that? She goes, yeah, you have to do that. Make sure you don't see anything on there. honestly, at that point in my life, I had never done it. Well, she put it in my head. Then I came back and said, you know, Steven, can you believe this girl, we'll call her Tina, can you believe that Tina goes through her boyfriend's phones? Steven said, whatever, you could go through my phone, I don't care. I was like, really? And he said, yeah, you can go through whatever you want. Oh, okay, and I always kept that in the back of my head. Cut two, he goes to London, so I decide I'm gonna take him up on that. I look at his emails.
Emails? And your friend said phone, not email. Anyway,
I looked at
check this out.
I looked at his email, and this producer, now she emailed you, and she was like, I had a dream about you. She said, I had a dream about you, and it was really strange. Anyway, you know, see you tomorrow, or whatever, because they were working on this project.
Yeah, okay.
But so that rubbed me the wrong way. And so I wrote back as Steven, because I was on
my email.
Right, because I was on Steven's email. I was looking at Steven's email. So I replied as Steven, and I said, did we have sex last night? I can't remember. I said, did we?
I can't believe you did that still.
I said,
there's so many things to talk about in that email.
Did we have sex last night? I can't
remember as well.
No reply.
Oh, what a surprise.
I'm so sorry about that. Although I still don't trust that bitch, I swear.
I mean, she was confused by that email, obviously.
She was definitely flirty, but two wrongs don't make it right.
I think she said to me, are you taking drugs again? And I was like, pardon? I think that's what she said, you sent me the strangest email. I was like, what? And she said, yeah, you said, did we have sex? Did you put yourself in my position, talking to someone that you haven't had sex with, asking you that?
Wait, did she call you and say that, or did you?
She called me and said, I need to ask you something. Something weird happened. And then I talked to her in person the next day at the studio. Oh my God, I didn't know what to do. I was so...
What did you say?
I thought she was joking. I was like, oh yeah, very funny. She goes, no, I'm seriously worried. She thought I was taking drugs again. She was worried. And then she obviously thought that I was a very strange person. And then things were never quite the same again.
Good.
Obviously.
Good. Wait, and then you called me furious.
I did call you furious. It took me a while to work out what happened.
Because she was, what was she on the film? She was a
high up. She was like the one that was putting all the music together.
Right.
But she was her deal. The whole music side of it was her.
Right.
It was her responsibility. She was very high up in the whole thing. And I was like, she got an email from someone, and it must have been similar to my email saying that. And then I started going, did I? Like wake up in the night and email her? I was so angry. Oh my God, I was furious.
You were.
When I realized what had happened, I think I asked someone.
I can't believe you stayed with me after that.
I had to ask someone. I was like, you're not going to believe what she just said to me. This, and I think he was like, wait a minute. Someone's been through your email. I couldn't work out what happened. And then I put it together.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting at your apartment on your email waiting for her to respond. Oh, that slut will kill her! That was crazy. Now, in my defense.
No defense.
In my defense, I was newly sober. My marbles weren't all back.
Wait, you came out to visit me in London on that trip.
That's right.
And you had relapse.
Yes.
So were you using when you sent that email?
No, I wasn't using when I sent the email, but
it was around.
But it was
right.
That's right. So yeah, that's right. So what an amazing excuse. Okay, so we were dating at the time and I was newly sober, and when we met, I was 59 days, but then I was slipping. I kept slipping. I blamed the drugs. I blame the drugs.
You had a relapse when you sent the email, you just said.
No, maybe I had.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so then I flew out to meet him the next week.
Yeah, and we had breakfast.
And you knew
I
right
knew.
away. How did you know?
I don't know.
That I had
You just
slipped?
get a vibe.
Was it because I emailed your boss saying, did we have sex last night? I can't remember.
Oh, could you imagine? You guys, imagine getting that. Imagine that happened to you.
Who is most likely to win every argument?
Not every argument. Every argument is different.
Yeah. I would say that's a really hard one.
It is.
But I would say this. Stephen and I have a really great relationship 95% of the time. But that 5%, when we argue, we're not good at it.
We're not good arguers.
In fact, if anyone has any good tips on how to argue, how do you argue? Because Stephen and I are not good.
No, because
Stephen's not good.
Well, I just like to be quiet when I'm upset. I like to be quiet, and you want to talk. Oh,
I want to talk about it. I don't like to go to bed mad. I want to talk about it. I will say this. I find my part in the situation. I make amends. It takes you like 10 hours to say you're
because
sorry.
I want to be
Even if you're in the wrong, it'll still take you 10 hours.
because I want to be quiet.
And then I suffer all day because you
Well,
won't.
it's not my fault if you just don't want me to be quiet.
So you're not admitting that we need help arguing, to be honest.
Yeah, that is true. But we don't argue
But
very
whenever
much,
I suggest
thankfully.
a couples therapy, you're like, they don't work, that's so rubbish, that
We
never
went to
works.
couples therapy 3 times, and each time you've gone, they suck, it doesn't work. Each time. And I've been open-minded, and you've said they suck.
We had that one couples therapist
Oh my
that was
God.
like super zannied out.
Yep.
She was like, so tell me more about your relationship. You know, I've got a psychiatrist next door that you guys could go to. I think
She
you'll
was
get
terrible.
a lot of benefits from him.
She was terrible. They were all terrible.
She was like zannied out of her fucking mind.
What about the one you found? Who
Oh my
did
God.
dancing? She made me do interpretive dance in her living room.
Did you do it?
Yes!
You didn't.
I had no choice. It's more embarrassing to not do it when someone's making you do it.
Wait, what did you do? No, you didn't.
I did, I had to.
What did
She was like, do a
say?
dance, express yourself in dance. I'm like, what the is going on?
Wait, she had you do it.
Yes, I told you about it.
What did you do again?
I just sort of danced.
Did you stand up and
awkwardly.
dance?
Yeah, and also on the floor you had to do it.
On the floor?
Yes, she was a very, very scary and crazy woman.
And she was also very angry at all men.
Oh,
so
she
she
was,
would be
yeah.
like screaming at Stephen the whole time and really nice to me. Yeah.
She told you off for wearing short shorts.
Yeah, she did. She said I looked like a slut. I came to her office in shorts and she was like, those are slutty. You look like a slut. Let's dance.
She was the worst person.
Who's more likely to seduce their partner?
Although you've been better at it recently.
Have I?
Yeah.
Really?
Last couple of times.
Do you remember when I was like, maybe I should try and be a dominatrix?
Yes.
Shut up! Shut up, bitch!
Why did you
And
want to be a
that was it.
dominatrix?
I didn't
again? You didn't
really.
even say bitch. You just said shut up.
Oh yeah.
That was what you. That was your.
Literally, that was all I could do. I was
Shut
like,
up.
shut up! And he was like, who is most likely to curse in front of our child?
I want to stop cursing in front of him.
I know. But
And I
kids
say-
swearing is so funny.
But when I say I want to stop cursing in front of him, I mean I want you to stop cursing in front of him.
That is, yeah. I am really bad. And Alfie's gonna come to that age. But you have to admit those videos online of kids accidentally swearing is kind of funny.
It is funny, but
But I know it's not good and I'm really gonna work on it.
it's not good for when they go to school, is it? Or am I too old-fashioned? Am I being too old-fashioned?
No, you're not. You're
am
not.
old.
It's terrible. Who is more likely to drink more than 3 cups of coffee a day? My little crackhead.
I have like 10.
Who is more likely to cry over a sad movie?
What? cry.
I'm just kidding, actually. But although there's nothing wrong with men crying.
No, I know, but I don't cry at movies.
Who is more likely to spend their entire day playing video games?
I don't like
Neither. We both don't like video games.
Although I do think if I got into video games, it would be dangerous because of my addictive personality.
Oh, interesting.
Apparently they're very, very addictive, and
like,
kids are
what
going to
an
rehab
escape.
for it. Yeah.
Wow.
They're actually making rehabs for video game addiction.
Wow.
Because it's complete escapism, isn't it?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Laura, and I'm addicted to Grand Theft Auto.
I was going to say that shows our age difference. I was going to say Frogger, which is from the 80s. Or Pac-Man.
Who is more likely to get up on stage and sing karaoke?
I wouldn't
Look, I would say me, but like I don't really like karaoke either, but Steven has a deep, deep, deep hatred for karaoke.
It's my literal
It makes
worst
it go like
nightmare.
this.
Yeah.
I've taken him with my friends because my friends
Can't deal with
actually
it.
like it,
Can't deal
so I'll
with
go to hang out with
Can't
them.
deal.
Steven's
Can't
in the
deal.
corner like this.
I can't deal with it.
Well, this is really fun.
I actually really enjoyed that. I'd like to do another one of these.
I know, it's super fun. We should do a part 2. There's so many other questions.
Yeah.
Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Let us know if you want a part 2.